Oh, listen, Heisman Trophy winner, two-time national champion at the University of Nebraska. The first one out of the ONE, I think, to really do it big like that. Johnny, the Jet, RODGERS. What's up, Johnny?
What's up, Captain?
How you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm hanging in here. They got me right where I want
them. Are you still playing racquetball?
Played yesterday.
Oh man!
Yeah, I played yesterday.
Did you win or lose?
Yeah, Dirk Chapman came down and watched us play.
Did you win or lose?
Well, I actually lost by 1 point.
What, Johnny?
Yeah, we was battling 14-14, and I missed my opportunity and got knocked out at the wire.
You mean to tell me you got
it close? It goes back and forth all the time. So I don't win every day, but I win most days.
You mean to tell me you a step slower now?
2 or 3.
But even you're 2 or 3 steps slower.
Yeah, I used to be the Jet, but now I'm just a prop plane.
But you still flying.
So you got Terrell there? How's Terrell with you?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. RODGERS?
All right, Terrell. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, sir.
All right. I don't know if I know Jake. Do I know Jake?
Oh, not enough that you would remember me. I've met you a few times, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, y'all got an all-star team here. I believe in that teamwork deal, you know?
Man, hey, I appreciate it, man. We got to see if we can get you to do a Heisman moment, get somebody to sponsor a show. You want to do a show?
Well, I got some. I don't know. I have some people working on some other things. I don't know if I could commit to a show right now, but any way I can, I'd be glad to.
Hey, that's how fast he still is. You see how quick he gave me that? talking about he 3 steps slower. Not his mind. Johnny, talk to me a little bit about the Oklahoma-Nebraska rivalry. Why is it a rivalry, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I guess it's a rivalry because it was a time that the Big 8 was the top conference in the country. And everybody we played every single week was really a top opponent. But Oklahoma had the best offense, I think, in the country, and we had the best defense in the country. And we came out on a showdown where we really had just to step it up and see who was really going to be the best in the country, because actually that was not a bowl game or anything, but I think the bowl game, whoever won that game, we really knew we were going to go on to be the national champions. And Oklahoma had some great players. It has been known to have great players and great coaching. And Bob Devaney was along those same lines. And I think it was just a historic thing where we had the best playing the best, and you really couldn't get any better. And we were able to pull it out. It was a tight one. The game went back and forth. We had excellent athletes on the defensive line, the offensive line, the defensive backs. The coaching was superb to the degree that for last century, they really called that the game of the century. And I really do think that it was, because it lived up to its billing, because it went right down to the wire. And lots of people have seen the punt return, and they figured that was the biggest play of the game. But actually, the biggest play of the game was a 3rd down and 10 pass that I caught in the 4th quarter to keep the drive going. Because if we had to turn the ball back over to them, they more than likely would have scored.
Ooh, last team with the ball wins the game. Johnny, what number 27 on that punt return? Who is that? Who is number 27 on that punt return?
That got the block?
Yeah, that got the block.
Joe Blaha.
Dang, I played with his son.
Joe Blaha got him right at the nick of time. Just picked him right off my back. And I must say that rigor mortis was setting in right about that time. So I was just about to get a telegram from Rig, because we do a lot of running in place and back and forth and side to side. It takes a little bit out of you. If you got some fast guys on you, then you're able, you can get caught. But luckily enough that we believe that everybody get a block. And I was fortunate enough that when I do give talks sometimes, I play a punt return and I will count the blocks that everyone got. I have everybody in the audience count down 1, 2, 3. Every time you see a block, you yell out. And we can see that everybody got a block. And that was the case in most cases, because when film time came around on Sunday or Monday, we wanted to make sure who maybe did not get a block. And you don't want to be picked out at the meetings doing films. So everybody was getting the block, not because it really had to, but I really believe deep down, Joe, they just wanted to, and our team was really had the mindset they just wanted to be the best they could be, in every individual effort put together just made a total team and took us to a higher level. And once we got the gelling that way, that's the way we rolled, and we were able to raise to the occasion, no matter pretty much who it was. Um, we came along in '70, and we didn't lose any games. We didn't lose any games in '71. In '72, we had a hiccup or so, and I think it was not Kansas State. I think Iowa State must have tied us or beat us or something. But we ended up winning the Orange Bowl against Notre Dame to send Coach Bob Devaney out as a big-time winner. And I think all those guys that were on that team, we still keep together and talk with each other. We're still a team to this day because we were very responsible in what we were doing and very committed, and everything worked out great, and we're all still friends.
Perfect. I got a question, but right after Bot's gonna give us a little information.
Oh, what's right here?
Yeah, start off. Let's go, Bot.
All right. Well, we are at Wingstop at 29th and Pine Lake. Come try the brand new Wingstop chicken sandwich. We have chicken sandwiches out here. Choose between any of their 12 flavors. The sandwich comes with 2 toasted buns and pickles. Sandwich is $5.49 combo with the drink, and fries is $7.99. We're also giving away $100 total in gift cards throughout the 3 hours. So come stop by Wingstop. We're at 29th and Pine Lake today.
Hey, so listen, here's the question.
Hey, I can't wait to get me one of them.
We got you, Johnny, but here's the question, Johnny. Don't give it away. I would imagine you already know how many of those blocks it was, right?
Oh,
Johnny?
yeah, everybody got a block.
Okay,
blocks.
wait a minute, though. Wait, don't tell. So here's the question of the day. For a $25 gift card to Wingstop, how many blocks was thrown on the Johnny Rodgers punt return against Oklahoma? How many blocks on the Johnny Rodgers against Oklahoma on the punt return? Everybody got me? You got me? You got me? How many?
I get it.
Hey, Coach Darlington just walked in the building.
All right, what's up, Coach?
Right in the back, Coach. That'll work, Coach. Yeah, we got Coach Darlington in the building too. All the legends in the building. All of the legends in the building, Johnny. As far as Nebraska football, what's your take on what's happening now? Mickey Joseph being the coach, interim.
Well, I think that Mickey has an opportunity to make a great statement if he could actually turn the situation around. Mickey is the first black coach, interim or any other kind of form, at the University of Nebraska, and any other part of Nebraska. There's never been a black coach in a major program in any place in our state. And I think that for diversity and inclusion to really take place, that we need to see just how well this can play out. And if he's able to take this team to another level, then I think that this is going to help us get more high school coaches, more colleges, more junior colleges to participate and get more people opportunities to win. But this is right now for Mickey and for the team and for the University of Nebraska, period. This is the biggest game in the history of our being right now. This could really, what happens this week can really determine what direction we're going to be going in, whether we're going to turn it around and start using some of the prime athletes that we have, or whether we're going to keep spiraling down and show how difficult it was for Scott and why it's hard to get a program really together these days of time. And with Texas and USC coming in, it's going to be even tougher as we move along here.
Johnny, what do you feel like you would like to see us do in order to maybe shock the world and get a win over Oklahoma?
Well, I would just like to see the team actually realize that they're a team. I don't think that they realize that we have a lot of different individuals at individual stats and a lot of good players. But it's like you asking me about 27. Johnny Rodgers did a very good job, but without 27 picking that last man off, I would not have got the score to win the biggest game in the history of our program because it's teamwork. You don't win national championships by yourself. You don't win Heisman trophies by yourself. And we're not going to beat Oklahoma this week by ourselves. It's always going to be in conjunction with other people that you make your greatest accomplishment, and teamwork is going to make your dreams work. And they have to realize that there's not a bunch of individual players, that it's a team, and sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone and help the guy next to you. Sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone and do more than you thought you could do, because you can. And once you realize that you can, then you're willing to take that step. But if you can find a time where everybody's on that same mindset, that they could take that time together and make that move, then we can move the mountain. And we certainly can move Oklahoma this week, because they're not that good a team, but they're united. They got the type of united coaching staff. We didn't have a united coaching staff. We have new players. We have new coaches. The only thing that we have that we can rely on that's rather set in place is our fans. Our fans have been loyal for all the years that I can remember, and they're sitting waiting for a winning program to take place. But we have younger people in their 20s that never seen a winning program come out of the University of Nebraska at Lincoln.
And John, we talked continually about your punt return. It was such a magical moment in the Nebraska-Oklahoma game. To this point in the season, 3 games in, Nebraska does not have a punt return yard. Of course, you got to get the opponent to punt a little bit more. They only had one opportunity in this past game. But how difficult has it been to you, a guy that's kind of made your name and really changed the game of punt returning and kick returning altogether in college football, to watch this special teams, over the last couple of years seemingly hurt the team more often than help it?
Well, that's a coaching aspect, though. Football is made up of 3 parts. You have offense, defense, and special teams. And we just now, I think, decided to hire a special teams coach. So if we just decided to hire a special teams coach, we weren't taking special teams very seriously. And when you're sending a man back and you're telling him every single time on a kickoff or a punt, just go out there and fair catch. We're not trying. I'm the only guy in college football history, because of Bob Devaney, that never had a fair catch. They never set a play in. I called the plays. They didn't call the plays. And we were going every single time. And that way there was never any confusion on our team about what we're going to do, where I didn't know where you were going to run it. So I wasn't focusing on my block. We're running it every single time. Every single time. And they know it, we know it, and the fans know it, that we're coming. But on the coaching staff, the way they play it now, they send them back and they tell them fair catch it, and we'll take it on the 2025, wherever they put it now, and we'll start from there, and that's good enough. So we don't have a special team as far as that's concerned. And our people are not in that knack. When we were playing, when we went in, you had to get a block. You're going to have to get them. Everybody got to get a goddamn block. When they go in now, they know everybody's going to just go in and come out, because they're just going to fair catch it and down the ball.
Ugh. And that's just such a weapon to have, a punt return guy.
Oh, yeah.
One play can change.
And a kickoff return. The
kickoff
kickoff return the same way. Those guys are coming down in clumps. If you can break through, you got an open field. And that's the opportunity. You don't get touchdowns all the time, but you get good field position. The closer your field position you get, the more apt you're going to score something. And I didn't run all the punt returns back or the kickoffs here back, but we got good field position, and then we got points. And those little bitty 3s and 6s here, 3, 3, 6, 6, they all add up, but you got to get in position to be able to score.
Absolutely. So Johnny, is 10 blocks right?
Pardon?
Is 10 blocks right as far as on that punt return? Did you get 10 blocks? Or more?
I have never really counted that one, because it was different. I have a punt return where I do get a couple of them where I do get 10 blocks. But to be honest with you, I have never counted that, because that one happened rather quick, coming back around, and I eluded a few of them. So that one may not have 10 blocks, but more times than not, that was their job. Most times than not, then most everybody would get a block. Sometimes we'd run up, if you're on the wrong side of the field, we wouldn't even come your way. So you don't want to take a chance on blocking when you're out of the play, and get a penalty called. So sometimes it doesn't make sense to be a block. And sometimes you get in a man's way, that's a block. If he's out of the area, that's a block. It depends on your definition of a block.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we're gonna throw.
Did you count them?
Well, yeah, well, Sean P, you won it. If you want to get down here to Pine Lake Road, we're gonna give it to you because I got about 3 or 4 people that said 10. But I'm gonna count it myself, and I'm gonna give it to you, Sean. But if it's, I mean, I remember seeing a bunch, so I know it's at least 10, maybe more on that one because you went side to side probably for 50 yards as far as zigzagging and doing your thing. Before
Well,
you
it could
even,
be more because sometimes people get 2 blocks.